Hello dear traders, here one more time Eric Muñoz, like always in Lion Bull Academy, where you can learn in trading and investing without need to spend no €1, everything for free. So today we're gonna answer a question of one of us friend of the Italian group. He asking which one are the best ETF for get a monthly dividend payment each month. This means how we can get a dividends, a cash flow that give us money each month without have a high volatility market, without care really about the volatility of the market, but just to have a stable and low risk portfolio. So let's begin with the first of the ETF in us portfolio. We're talking about AGG, E-Share Core US Aggregate Bond ETF. He have a dividend yield of 2.54%. It means $2.98 a year. His price normally is moving around 105, 119. He have a lateral tendency with a little bit of uptrend, but normally it's very lateral this market. Then continue with AOK. We're talking about E-Share Trust, E-Share Core Conservative Allocation ETF. This ETF have a nice uptrend, have a dividend yield of 2.74%. It means $0.96 a year for each stock you own of this ETF. His price is around $29 and $36. Then we continue with BND, Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF, have a dividend yield of 2.56% a year. It means $2.24 a year for each stock you own of this ETF. His price is around $76 and $89. His movement is lateral with a little bit of an uptrend. Now continue with BSV, Vanguard Short-Term Bond ETF. This have a dividend yield of 2.20%, $1.82 a year. His price normally moving in the range of $78 and $82. Have a nice, at the moment, I consider this a lateral trend. Then we continue with EMB, E-Share JP Morgan USD Emerging Market Bond. Have a nice dividend yield of 5.17% a year. It means $5.07 every year for each stock you own of this ETF. His price now is around 85 and 117. He have a nice lateral trend, very good with low volatility. Now we continue with EAGG, E-Share Trust, E-Share Core International Aggregate Bond ETF. Have a dividend yield really very bad dividend yield, but I want to also show you this ETF because it's nice to have also in your portfolio, because can have a nice revaloration of your units. Every stock you will buy, I think this have a nice interesting movement for the long term, but his dividend yield is just 0.68%, really low. It means $0.37 37 cents really for each stock you own of this ETF. His movement is uptrend. Then we continue with EEF, E-Share 7-10 years Treasury Bond ETF with a dividend yield of 1.71%. It means $2.09 a year. His movement is around 105, is between 105 and 123. He have also a nice uptrend. Then we continue with ELTB. Also this have a nice uptrend. We're talking about E-Share Core Long-Term USB Bond ETF. His dividend yield is also nice, have a 3.16% a year. It means $2.735 a year for each stock you own of this ETF. And his price range is around 61 and 78 at the moment. Then we continue with EMTB, E-Share Trust, E-Share Core 5 to 10 year USD bond. His movement is actually uptrend at the moment. I consider him have a really nice future. His dividend yield is 2.81%. It's $1.45 a year for each stock you own. His range price actually is 47 till 52. Then we continue with ESTB, E-Share Core Short-Term US bond. He have a nice dividend yield of 2.67%, $1.36 a year. His price moving around 47.51, and he have a lateral trend. Then we continue with EUSB, E-share core total USD bond market with a nice, we can say already uptrend. Have a dividend yield of 2.91%. It means $1.56 a year. His range price is 48 till 55. Then we are here in the more high dividend yield ETF we have in our portfolio, and we're talking about JNK. SPDR Bloomberg Barclays High Yield Bond. This really, it's a little bit downtrend. It's really a lateral with a just small downtrend, but have a nice dividend yield of 6.06%. It means $5.85 for each stock you own, and the average price movement is around 83 and 110. Then we continue with LKD E-share iBox investment grade corporate bond. Have a dividend yield that is also nice of 3.22%. It means $4.18 for each stock of this ETF you own. 104.95 till 134 is his normal movement, and it's little bit uptrend this stock, this ETF. Then we continue with Mint in PIMCO ETF Trust PIMCO and asset short maturity activity exchange traded fund. Have a dividend yield of 2.54%, give you around $2.55 for each stock you own. He have a nice lateral trend if he's moving around 96 to 101. Then we continue with PFF E-share preferred and income security ETF. Have a dividend yield also really nice of 5.78%. It gives you $1.97 for each stock you own, and his range of movement is around 23 and 38. Really nice for having a nice cash flow every month. Then we continue with Splv. This is one of my favorite. Don't have a really high dividend yield. It's have in normal. We're talking about a 2.63% a year, $1.30 a year, but have a really nice how to say, have a really nice uptrend movement. So it means your stocks we will give you a lot in the future, more than what you will get by dividends each year. So really, this is really nice because follow all the more low volatility stocks in the SP 500. Really, I really recommend this ETF to everybody. Then we continue with TIP, E-share TIPS Bond ETF. Have a dividend yield of 1.78%. It means $2.17 a year. His price moving around 107 to 123 dollars. His movement is actually lateral with a little bit of uptrend. Then we continue with TLT E-share 20 plus year treasury bond. Have a dividend yield of 1.74%, $2.98 a year. His price range is around 122 and $179 with a nice uptrend. Then we continue with VSIT, Vanguard Intermediate Term Corporate Bond ETF. Have a nice dividend yield of 3.32%. It means $3.02 a year, and his movement of price is around $78 and $95. And for the last, we have Vanguard Short-Term Corporate Bond Index ETF. Have a dividend yield of 2.87%, $2.32 a year. His average movement is around $71 and $83, and have a nice and really quiet movement during the years. So that was everything for today. This is the nice portfolio. They're gonna give you monthly dividend cash flow in your portfolio. It's really very low volatility portfolio, very secure, very safe. We can consider it something safe in investment. Really is one of the most safest, and very quiet. It's just concentrate in get you a monthly dividend in your pocket. So that was everything for today. If you have some questions, just comment me down below in the comments, and see you next time, guys. Ciao.